You know, I'm going to make you edit one of these one day, and I'm going to be an asshole on the sink. And, on the sink, SYNC, not sink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not sitting on the edge of the counter pooping.
And you're going to see what it's like when you act like that.
When I act like what? I can't even, that's my voice.
You know what you do.
All I said was recording.
Ray, I got a wonderful Christmas gift from one of my people. Check that out. Got a bottle of Eagle Rare.
Nice.
I have not had a bottle of Eagle Rare in quite some time, so I'm opening it for the first time tonight. Ooh.
Sounds delicious.
I wish you could smell this. I could just sit here. I can just smell this all night. Oh God. Okay. And then right up to the phone. Here's some ASMR of the liquor. Oh yeah.
Hey, speaking of smells, have you ever heard that girls like the smell of tires, like the Costco Tire Center?
Oh, that's right. You can't smell. No, I've never heard that.
Yeah. My wife likes that, and I was telling someone else about it, and this other girl's like, "Oh yeah, I like that too." So I think it must be all women.
Women are weird.
Sample size is small, but the smell of like the rubber on the tires or something like that is apparently pleasant to the nostrils, to the olfactories.
Okay, here's my first sip of Eagle Rare in quite some time. Here we go.
Heaven on earth.
Oh shit! Oh, how that hits you so good. Okay, let's see what Chris OC texted me before we get going here. We're late tonight on account of me. Hey everybody, welcome to episode 87 of The Rich Dickman Show, the podcast that is slightly better than mediocre. I am your host, I am Rich. Once again, back at you. Just saw Rise of Skywalker. Oh my god. Like, there's such a disconnect between real people like you and me, Ray, and then all the other assholes who write about it. We'll talk about that in a second. Anyways, hey, I'm here. I just said his name. It's Ray. Just the two of us. OG Triple T, buddy. What's up, pal?
Hey, what's up? A couple of quick things. One, I gotta rework this contract so I can get some sick days in there.
Nope.
So essentially that means that I'm just here so I don't get fined. Which is a joke because Marshawn Lynch just returned to the NFL.
I thought he got, didn't he die? I thought he died. No?
No. Last week the Seahawks and the Cardinals were playing and like all the running backs from the Seahawks got hurt. So really? Marshawn Lynch was retired. He came out of retirement just to come back because they're like picking guys out of the stands otherwise.
This football update brought to you by Ray. Yes. Okay, Ray. Let's address a couple things here. Okay. First of all, you are sick and I appreciate you making the effort to come tonight. And since this is over the internet, I have no chance of getting whatever illness you have. So thank you. Thank you for not being right next to me.
Yeah, you're welcome.
But listen, there's no shame in saying, hey, Rem, I can't make it tonight. Do a solo show or find a guest host. Because Ray, I'm on a very strict schedule. All right. And we all know that this all revolves around me and Mr. Dickman as well, but mostly me. And I have to record at a certain time on a certain night. And if I'm late, well, that's okay. All right. But if you're late, that's a different story. So, you know what I'm saying, buddy. All right. You don't have to be a hero. Yeah. You just need to be alive.
Oh, gotcha. Well, I just wanted to put that out there that I'm sacrificing for the fans, for the team.
I need you to kick up the energy like 7 degrees, bro, because this is gonna be tough tonight.
7 degrees.
Okay. So whatever liquor you have, start dumping down your throat.
Yeah. Like it's just cough syrup, just lots of cough syrup going right down. Just bottle upon bottle.
Yeah, you're right. This is going to be the worst episode ever. Okay. So real quick, everybody, if you want to get your hands on some Rich Dickman swag, go to richdickman.com, click the merch tab. Ladies and gentlemen, that Eat the Rich shirt, it is selling like hotcakes. Oh my God, get yours. It's time to, I don't know, hashtag resist or some shit. I don't know. I don't care. Don't care what you do with it. Just buy it because you know what? It looks good. Producer Ryan put a lot of effort into making that awesome looking shirt. So get one. There's also a couple other shirts there you can get as well. And I talked to Ryan yesterday and I'm like, hey man, we got to start thinking of some more designs here because we're getting a little stale. But that Eat the Rich shirt, man, it's selling. So get yours before we run out. No, we're not going to run out. Call the Dickman line, 860-316-4776. If you want to contribute to the show, email the show, richdickmanshow@gmail.com. Find us on Twitter, @RichDickmanShow. Okay, man, let's get to it. It's been a merry little Christmas yesterday. All right. I didn't get my Christmas bonus episode out because I've been absolutely swamped, with work. All right. This year took its toll on me and all my people, Ray. And it just, I couldn't pull together. You know, when I had the time, I just didn't have the energy or the funny to do it. So I'm sorry. Not that any of you really cared. Go listen to last year's Christmas episode because that was fun. Yeah. But in the spirit of Christmas, Ray, in the spirit of Christmas,
yeah,
I fired a guy on Christmas Eve.
That's the holiday spirit right there.
That's right. That's right.
What,
See,
what was this for? Was he I don't know, pissing on the Christmas tree out front? Like, you know, how do you get fired on Christmas Eve?
Well, let me just first say that listen, I don't mean to brag or anything, but I've got, you know, a pretty important job, I guess you could say, right? Where I'm kind of in charge of a lot of people. And sometimes you have to make, sometimes you have to make hard decisions. I got a new guy who came to us, just a couple weeks ago and just finished his training. All right. And, we had 3 days of anxiety and shakes and sweats and saying, I can't do this. Even when you had a very minuscule amount of work to do, he could not get himself to do it. I mean, we did get him out to do it a couple times, but it was just the third time, man, third strike, you're out. I could not send him out on the road the way in his condition because he was bound to get himself hurt or kill somebody. He was just shaking. He was sweating. He looked at me with those dead eyes and said, "Oh, I don't think I can do this." It's like, at this point, man, what do you want me to do? Okay. You were hired to do a job. You said you could do a job and now you can't. I have no choice in the matter here. You're forcing my hand. This is not for you, pal. This is not for you. And I'm sorry, but we got to move on. I got stuff that needs to get done. I got people who have jobs to do and I cannot inconvenience them on account of you. So my friend, you're finished. Thank you for trying. Sorry you wasted my time.
That's funny. Well, I almost want to agree with you, but you know who else was bad at their first couple jobs?
Who's that?
People like Einstein and Da Vinci and Obama.
Yeah.
Okay, I made that up. But
Ray,
no, but dude, yeah.
When they come to you with dead eyes, and you know what I'm talking about when I say dead eyes, not crazy eyes, but very dead eyes, when there's no sense of urgency, when they're already slouched over when they're walking, when they have to take 17 smoke breaks to even like attempt to do anything, when they're on the phone with their dad, when they're out at the truck crying in front of other coworkers because they're so overwhelmed. Yeah, that's not Einstein, bro. That's not Einstein. All right.
You gotta like get that person to a therapist or something. I mean, that sounds like they need some treatment.
And I am not a therapist,
that's
my friend.
Non-functional in society. Yeah, that's crazy.
I'm not a therapist.
Which, in a way, yeah. I mean, yeah, but it might be doing them a favor. I mean, at some point, you can't just coddle people. You know, if you explain to them what's going on, there you go. Mm-hmm. You're good to go. They'll learn from it, hopefully.
So this guy will always remember the jerk who fired him on Christmas Eve. But what am I supposed to do?
Yeah, so he's gonna hate you. Like every year for Christmas, they're gonna have like a piñata. Like a gift wrapped with your face on it and hit it like a piñata. Smash that.
One can only hope
every year.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So that's what I did Christmas Eve, man. How about you? How was your Christmas, pal?
Oh, on Christmas Eve, I worked about a half day and then got home and felt really sick. So I pretty much just, lay down in bed, went to the in-laws around like 9:00, stayed there till 2, drove to my parents. Slept the whole rest of the day, woke up for about an hour, opened gifts, and just been sick the whole time. So it wasn't really too much going on there. Yeah.
It's the worst, right? Going to the in-laws?
At the in-laws, so they were, their prescribed medicine, for the head cold is 4 shots over a set period of time. Something like, I don't know, like an hour, 2 hours.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure that rest and hydration are more effective. But
No.
you know,
that
you know,
Patron
just
will kill the bugs. Man.
Cured.
Just done.
Yes, it'll kill the
Done.
bugs.
Yeah, I love it.
Are you supposed to like snort it through your nostrils? Is that, you know,
Yeah, try that.
I mean,
Get yourself some Cuervo and try snorting that through your nostrils. Actually, do it while we're recording. I would like to see that. Let me tell you that Christmas with the in-laws is the absolute worst. And Christmas, by the way, is the worst. I'm so over Christmas now, Ray. I can't even enjoy any bit of it. All right. It used to be fun until I got to the job I got, right? And every year it gets worse and worse. Yeah. I hate everything about it. I hate having to be with family I don't want to be with. I just want to do my own thing and enjoy Christmas like I used to when I was a kid, and I can't because I'm old. But I have to put a smile on my face and I have to soldier on because, God damn it, I will not ruin Christmas for my kids. My kids are going to have a great goddamn Christmas. But it's tougher and tougher every year. I had to go to the store, Monday night. Christmas Eve was Tuesday. I had to go to the store to get some extra stuff on Monday. And I put myself in a zone, bro. I took a deep breath and I turned off all feeling. I turned off all emotion and I pushed my little cart through the grocery store and I ignored all the crazies, all the mean and rotten people, all the angry people. And I pushed through and I made it. But then I felt it when I got home. I felt it. I felt that anxiety. I felt that stress. I felt that pressure. And it just, I started to become unglued. When I was at home, I was in such a bad mood. And like, I'm starting to get snippy with my kids and Rem, whoa. Relax. Chill. Just be easy, man. You're home. I mean, that's what it does to me. And, Christmas Eve, we stayed here. We stayed here for Christmas Eve, which was fine. Then I had to go to the in-laws for Christmas Day. And I would like to thank, producer Ryan and assistant producer Chris for getting the goods to get me through. They had, I did a shot of Patron, and then somebody picked up like this Captain Morgan, Long Island iced tea. And I'm like, oh man, they got like fucking, malt beverages, right?
Yeah.
But I picked the bottle. No, it's vodka, gin, rum, and whiskey mixed perfectly into a delicious blend of Long Island iced tea. And I'm like, whoa. You just saved my day. So a few of those.
Jackpot.
Yeah. Producer Ryan hooked me up and we were off to the races. And then, my sister-in-law got drunk. That was fun. that was
just any in-laws just being drunk is always funny.
Yeah, that was funny. And I don't remember much of what happened that day, and that's the way I like it. So Christmas, you can kiss my ass until we get to you next year. Yeah, man. You got to, man, because what am I supposed to do? Because it's boring. It's boring. I'm so bored at my in-laws. There's nothing going on. I don't get presents anymore because I'm old, right? I give presents. I don't get presents. I took my kids on Monday. I picked them up in the middle of the day and I took them Christmas shopping for their mother, right? Because you know what? I'm a good goddamn guy. I'm a good guy. We bought Christmas gifts for the wife. And then I get, why did you buy me a Christmas gift? Because the kids wanted to buy you Christmas gifts. And then she says, well, I didn't get you anything because I didn't think you were going to get me anything. I'm like, okay, that's fine. Don't know why you think I would not get you anything because the kids like getting you stuff. But, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
So I did not receive a Christmas gift from my wife. Mama Rem hooked me up with a stand mixer, which I've always wanted, but I have no room for. That's about it. No Christmas bonus, no Christmas cash, some stupid gift cards. And I know I shouldn't complain about the things I got, and I'm not. I'm grateful for all of them, but goddamn, I would really like to have some Christmas cash because that's what it's all about, is having that extra cheddar in your wallet. Yeah. That's all yours.
You can do what you want with it. Yep.
Yeah.
So unmarked bills, pretty much. Yeah. Well, the thing that I don't like about the Christmas is, the fact that people also feel the need to give gifts, and especially large ones, because like everyone wants to give our kids presents, which is fine and dandy, but I mean, not everyone can take home, a princess castle. You can't take home 8 of those. So it's like, you guys got to keep them small.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
And you got a BMW. You can't fit that stuff in there.
No, I got an SUV, but you can't give these freaking huge ass gifts. And I mean, dude, Oliver got probably more gifts than anybody. And it's like, he is a baby. He doesn't really need too much. You know what I mean? Like everyone wants to get, why do we need like 18 different rattles and 4 jumpers, 8 swings? Like this one kid, like he just needs one, Yeah,
you need like a 4,000 square foot house to fit all that stuff in.
Yes. And I just don't understand. It's like, I appreciate you guys wanting to get us stuff, but like ultimately, we don't need that many of those. Give us some money. You know what I mean? There's cash. At the very least, if it makes you feel like it's going to the baby, like we'll use it to buy diapers or something, but in time, as opposed to what are we going to do with all these other things. It's like, I have no use for these.
You know what's nice, Ray? I sent you that link to the YouTube video, Savannah Seaver's there, and underneath your video is like her ass is like facing me, and it's really nice, and it's making me not have to struggle to look at you. Yeah. So I'm glad Christmas is done. Next up is New Year's. And what do you do for New Year's, Ray? Like, do you guys do anything, or do you stay home? Because there used to be some of the parents at the school here used to throw like a New Year's Eve party for the kids, but the adults had their own little party on the side as well. And I would always get sloppy drunk and flirt with all the wrong people, which was fun. I don't think we're doing that this year. We didn't last year. Yeah. I'm probably just going to sit home and go to sleep like at 9. How about you, man?
Oh man. Yeah. That's kind of what we've done in the past. We're like, just trying to change the clocks in the house or something like that. And then be like, look, it's midnight. Oh no, that's what we did on Netflix. It has the countdown thing. So we would just tell them, we're like, oh look, it's live. And then you start that and it's like 30 seconds or 5-minute countdown or whatever. And then they're like, oh, it's already, the kids are like, it's midnight. It feels like it's like 8 o'clock.
That's great.
But so our in-laws, so throughout the year, they kind of do the, dishing off of hosting events. Like they're like, oh, I don't want to host for 4th of July, or, oh, I don't want to do Christmas. Oh, I don't want to do Thanksgiving. But New Year's, they fight for that one because, my in-laws like to party. They like to get out, some of them like the Irish car bombs. That's tradition. They do not miss the Irish car bombs.
Oh, really?
But they get pretty crazy. So that's one where, if we want to do a party, we could do that. But then again, I mean, he'll be like a 4.5-month-old. We're going to go out late. I don't care anymore. It's another year.
I just want to go to bed.
Yeah. I'm not excited about that day. Nothing else actually happens. So big deal. Move on.
Maybe you want to podcast on New Year's Eve? You want to do that?
Oh yeah, we could do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I might actually. We'll do it at like whatever time it'll be, but let's say it's like, 8 o'clock here because my kids will be in bed,
Yeah.
it'll be fine. Yeah. It won't even be late.
But my kids will probably be up to, man, that's so unpredictable at that age. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what we got going. I want to talk movies for a second, Ray, unless you have more to add to your holidays.
No.
Do you have any good food? Did you have like Polo Verde, or did you have like chimichangas or burritos? Like, what'd you have?
I had at the in-laws, they had a prime rib, which,
what?
Oh my God, steak. Prime rib is so that, and then I went to my family's house and they had a standing roast rib. So it's basically like, I love ribeye. Ribeye, I think, is the best cut of meat in the world. And holy crap, I just ate the shit out of that I even got to take some home. It was like just meal after meal. And this is me, the good thing that, oh, bless me, Lord. Thank you that, my stomach has been feeling fine, like just head cold. So I could just eat and eat and eat and no issues there. So, oh my God, I ate so much meat. Oh, I just pig out. Oh, it's so good.
Well, that's disappointing, Ray. I was hoping you'd tell me about some awesome like Mexican festival food or something, but whatever. You've seen Home Alone, correct?
Oh, plenty of times.
Yeah, you've seen Home Alone 2?
Yep. Actually, I caught the beginning of it at my family's house on.
Okay. But you didn't see Home Alone 3 because nobody wants to see that bull crap, right? That's
actually worst. I probably did at some point. Yeah, oh wait, was that a different kid though?
That was a different kid. It's a different kid. And some like bumbling French idiot like burglars. It's dumb. Anyways, I
Everyone's like,
was
"What is
watching
this?"
Home Alone on, I don't remember, Monday maybe. I had Home Alone on Sunday night. I don't know. I had Home Alone on. I haven't seen it in a while. And I'm just thinking to myself, holy moly, this was made in 1990. It was a John Hughes film, the first one. Christopher Columbus did the second one. The family is the worst freaking family I have ever seen in my life. I've never seen such horrible people. I don't know whose representation of a family this is. They're just terrible. They're all terrible. The sisters and brothers are terrible to Kevin. The aunt and uncle, especially that stupid uncle, he's terrible. Like he's just mean. And the parents are like, I have so many questions about the Home Alone family. They have that massive house and they have all those kids. And the parents, I don't know if you noticed this, right? When they fly to Paris, they're flying first class and all the kids are in coach. And in Kevin McAllister's father, I forget his name, but Kevin McAllister's father pays for everything. Twice. This Home Alone 1 and Home Alone 2, he pays for both trips for Uncle Frank. How much money does this guy have? That house is massive. It's a massive freaking house. And to buy all those plane tickets and all those first class tickets going overseas, that is an insane amount of money this guy is spending on a vacation over Christmas. They never address what he does. Like, I have no idea. And I need to know. I need to know these. And I need to know why, like, he's never home to discipline his kids. And does the mother work? Like, does she have a job? Is that why her kids are a bunch of jerks? Because she doesn't work? Because she works all the time? Like, I have so many questions. I just need to know why they're such bad people. And then in Home Alone 2, Ray, how do they do it again? First of all, why would they go anywhere? Home Alone 2 supposedly takes after, even though it was made 2 years later. Yeah. But Home Alone 2 takes place in a timeline 1 year after the events of Home Alone 1. If it was me, we're not going anywhere that Christmas. We're staying home, baby. Like, I'm not taking the chance. But they go and they fly off to Miami and they lose the kid. It's like, don't think about it.
Put him on a leash.
Yeah. Don't think about it too much because otherwise there's no movie, and I get it, right? But I just can't get over how bad and how horrible that family is and how mean they are to everybody. It's just, it made me sick to my stomach how mean they were to Kevin for absolutely no reason. Like, the kid had good points. Like Buzz is being an asshole all the time. He ate the cheese pizza and gave the fake apology in Home Alone 2. And like, the family doesn't see this. Like, they don't see this. They just automatically blame Kevin for being, man, God damn, how could you be such bad parents? But I guess
that was what I was going to say.
Yeah.
True. Yeah, they catch, those kids didn't even have any respect for the law in the first one. Joe Pesci standing in the door as a policeman and everyone's just running by him. He's like, hey, and they just ignore him. As if if I would be in my home, see a police officer standing in my doorway and be like, oh, I don't see anything. Nothing to see here. Let me just go get another jug of milk from the fridge. Like, what? Yeah.
Like, who let him in?
People.
He didn't just walk in on his own. Somebody had to have let him in, and nobody goes to get an adult to go talk to the police officer. And then when Kevin's dad does come talk to the police officer, he's there for like a minute and then walks away. And it's not until his mother, like 25 minutes later, is bringing Kevin up to the bedroom that she talks to the cop. And I don't know, man. The 90s were a different time, I guess.
Insanely rude too. Yeah. Oh, that was the 90s. Everyone was like that in the 90s.
Were they?
Because I wasn't. Yeah, it was good times.
I didn't have all the riches and wealth that the McAllister family had in their suburban Chicago home.
Some sort of drug kingpin or something like that.
Mafia
mob boss.
Like somebody's got to do the movie, like the backstory it's Peter. I think it's Peter McAllister.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah. Where did his money come
Peter
from?
McAllister?
I need to know this. I need to know where that money comes from because it's a lot of goddamn money that this guy has. Yeah.
That's like a 3-story house, but he's also got a basement / dungeon.
It's a 3-story house. Like it's in the dungeon, and his first class tickets,
underground lair,
flying overseas for Christmas vacation. But in their garage, 2 station wagons.
Yeah,
Peter McAllister's not driving a station wagon. Okay, he's getting at least a car service, if not his own like luxury foreign car. Oh man, it doesn't make sense. I feel like if we ever had any patrons to do a bonus episode with, we could just like do a commentary over Home Alone.
Oh, I would love that. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I'm just sitting there and I get annoying. Nobody here like gets me. So I have to keep a lot of these things to myself. And I'm just watching this movie. I'm like, wait a second. Why are all their airline tickets and passports in a pile on the counter? Like, who does that? For such a wealthy family, who does that? Like, why are there 15 pizzas being ordered when you don't need 15 pizzas? Well, maybe you do. Well, 15 pizzas, it would be like one pizza per person. They had 14 people going on the trip. And not one of them is cheese. Like, not one of those pizzas is a cheese pizza. Are you kidding me? Like, come on. No. And Ray, when her Harry and Marv decide that they want to come and Kevin overhears them, they're going to be there at 9:00 that night. All right. That's when they're going to come and they're going to heist the house at 9:00 at night.
Yep.
Kevin Kevin screws around all day and he goes to church. Okay. And he goes to church. He talks to old man Marley and I don't know. He's praying to something. I don't know what it is, but he's going to church and good for you, buddy. You know,
devil.
Everybody needs a little more religion. Not necessarily the God part, but they need the morals and the principles and the feel goodness of it.
The 10 Commandments.
Yeah. And so the clock strikes 8 while he's at the church. All right. Cause you hear the ding dongs going off and the church bells. It's 8. They're coming at 9 and
party time.
So you got to imagine it takes him at least 5 minutes to get home. All right. So he gets home at 8:05 and he decides I got to protect my house. And at 8:05 or 8:06, he's like rolling out the plan that he just came up with. We don't see any part of him coming up with that plan. So we don't know if he did that between 8:05 and 8:10 or he did that earlier in the day. I have no idea.
Yeah,
all right.
And then
so let's say
we're planned poorly the rest of the day. So it's this point. Yeah.
So let's say 8:10 strikes. Now he's got to do all the stuff that he's planned to do, right? He's got to set up like the rope line between the house and the tree house. He's got to ice all the steps. But like, I don't know that ice, that slippery of ice would form in 45 minutes. Okay. But I'm not a meteorologist. I don't know. And he's got he tars all of the steps in the basement and puts a nail through a shingle. Okay.
It made the tar out of what? Where'd he get that tar?
Where'd the tar come from? Exactly. He set up all the ornaments next to a window.
My God.
Okay. So they could step on them. He set up a blowtorch arrangement. Yeah, the sharp ones. He had a blowtorch set up at the door. Okay. And then he had time to tie paint cans to rope to throw them down the stairs.
How did he get them up there and everything?
And somehow he was able to hook up a phony light bulb to an iron. I don't know how, I mean, that's a long way to go on the laundry chute. All right. But okay. What I'm trying to say is there is a lot that he had to do in 50 minutes. All right. 50 minutes. Yep. But here's the thing. At 8:57 p.m., he's pulling his microwave mac and cheese out of the microwave at 8:57. So in 47 minutes, we're expected to believe he created all these death traps for these bad guys and came up with a whole plan to stop them from robbing his house. Now, okay.
Seems completely plausible.
Yeah. So let's say, I don't know, maybe at some point he was doing a lot of that during the day and we just didn't see it in the movie. Okay. So you know what? Some stuff happens off screen. Okay. I can use my imagination and accept that. Let's go to the other side of this, Ray. All right. After the wet bandits get arrested and before Kevin wakes up in the morning to find his family, somebody had to clean all that up, including the tar on the basement steps and the ice, because his family comes in the front door the next day, no problem. They're not slipping and falling. So he had to salt all the ice. He had to clean up all the tar, all the broken ornaments. Okay. He had to find the tarantula. He didn't put Buzz's room back together. He had to clean up the kitchen. He had to clean up, the basement, like all the stuff in the house. He had to clean all that stuff up and go to sleep. I mean, he's 8 at that point.
Yep.
No, there's no 8-year-old who's cleaning all that shit up.
Yeah.
And the most they find for any evidence whatsoever is Harry's gold tooth that Peter McAllister finds and doesn't realize it's a tooth. He says, honey, what's this? Like, what kind of idiot is this guy? Peter McAllister, with all this money that he has, he doesn't know it's a tooth. He doesn't know it's a gold tooth.
He does. A mob boss has knocked plenty of teeth out of other gold teeth out of other rival bosses.
Doing a good job playing dumb, that's for sure.
Yeah.
God damn.
There's other crazy plot holes. Like, if these burglars realize that there's actually someone in the house, just move on. Just don't even risk it. What is that one house? Weren't they robbing the whole neighborhood? They're doing like dozens of houses. And they're like, no,
every house on the block.
We absolutely need to risk it on this house. Maybe it is a mob boss and they're trying to get in on them. They're like the FBI or something.
You start picking apart at it, man. All I want is to not be able to pick apart at my movies. That's it. Like, I just want to sit there and enjoy it. Like I enjoyed Star Wars. Star Wars, Rey, The Rise of Skywalker. I don't know who's reviewing these movies. All I know, I got a lot of it spoiled for me last week before the movie even came out. And I was upset at that because I don't want it to be spoiled for me in the first week. I mean, come on. Goddamn.
No, exactly. You want to at least go into it not actually knowing what happens.
Rey, The Rise of Skywalker was flippin' fantastic. It was a great Star Wars movie from start to finish. I have zero complaints. I can't poke holes in anything. Unlike The Last Jedi, where everybody became stupid, they got their brains back. And guess what? J.J. Abrams, you are a genius. You made Rose Tico a good character. You minimized her nonsense, and she had a purpose. Fantastic. So thank you. J.J. Abrams, from the bottom of my heart, wrapping up the Skywalker saga in such a way. Yeah, you know what? Rey is not you, Rey, the other Rey, the Jedi Rey. She is a bit of a Mary Sue.
Jedi too.
Oh, okay. We'll talk about that later. She is a bit of a Mary Sue, but that's okay because you know what? I'm a sucker for happy endings and good over evil. Okay. I like when the good guys win. You know, when the Avengers defeat Thanos, I'm all about it. All right. When Batman finally defeats, Bane, I'm here for it. You know, I like that stuff. So Rey being a Mary Sue doesn't bother me so much. I'm okay with it because I've seen enough of the Force powers and all that nonsense. And then when you learn about her history and where she comes from, it kind of all ends up making sense. Now, some people have a problem with, you know, Disney forcing down our throats all this diversity and a female lead on this. I don't care about any of that stuff, right? I don't even notice it. I don't care. I just want a good movie that's going to keep me entertained. I was entertained from start to finish, Rey. It was fast moving. A lot of stuff happened, a lot of lightsaber fights, which I love. And it's just a lot of callbacks to the old stuff. It was really cool getting back into the Death Star. My God. That's not a spoiler because it's in the trailers.
I didn't see the trailers though. It spoiled it for me.
Shit. But there's a redemption story and it's just great. And I loved it. I went with my father. I went with my son today. We just got back, 4 hours ago. I just got back from seeing it. Nice. And, I would love to see it again. I loved it. Start to finish. Good movie. Great Star Wars movie. It's all I ever wanted. And it just makes me even more angry at The Last Jedi. Because The Last Jedi could have been so much more if they just not tried to subvert my expectations. Just give me a Star Wars movie.
I was actually talking to my sister at Christmas about, how movies can be good or bad. And she reminded me of something that I told her a long time ago, which was, movies suck when it revolves around people that are bad at doing their jobs. You know what I mean? Like, and that's where, like we were saying, like the Home Alone parents, they were bad at being parents. And it makes it like, if the premise of it is just people being dumb at stuff, it takes away from it. So it's fun when there's more, it's like genius overcoming genius. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Smarts versus smarts instead of, well, you're kind of just, the other guy's an idiot. So by default win, like that's not fun, right? So I'm curious. I want to see this one because it sounds like it's less of that. The previous Star Wars movies were very much the dumb people and that setup stuff. So I'm curious to see if this one subverts that.
I had read that if you hated The Last Jedi, you were going to love The Rise of Skywalker and the vice versa of that. Right?
Really?
It makes sense to me because if you like The Last Jedi, then you're mentally ill. Plain and simple. It's just a bad movie.
Certifiably.
I had you put this in the notes, and I don't know if you've seen him, but on Twitter, on YouTube, there's a channel called Star Wars Theory, and this guy does a lot of deep dives into Star Wars lore and history and comics and stuff. It goes into the backstory, a lot of it. And a lot of it's pretty interesting if you like Star Wars. But he had tweeted out critics with quotation marks around them, and the Rotten Tomato scores of these two movies, The Last Jedi and The Rise of Skywalker. The critics' consensus of The Last Jedi was 91% fresh. All right. But the audience score was 43%, which is where I'm at because it's a shitty movie. It's a terrible, terrible movie. But the critics loved it. Then you go over to The Rise of Skywalker. The critics, the quote unquote professional critics are at 56% in this one, and the audience is up at 86%, which is, yeah. And it led me to think, you know what? Our critics these days, Ray, are assholes. We have a lot of entitled elitist assholes criticizing movies and telling us what to think, right? And if I had gone by their reviews, I would not have seen this movie. But I did. Thankfully I did, and it was great. And critics can kiss my ass because I don't know what you want in a Star Wars movie. Star Wars is about a journey through space. It's about lightsaber battles. It's about a couple quippy humorous lines. It's flying space machines and it's adventure. There doesn't need to be deep. There doesn't need to be any meaning whatsoever. No. It's just a story of a group of friends overcoming something and being successful with a happy ending. That's all I need. I don't need my expectations subverted. I don't need to be led to down one path and suddenly diverted into another. I just need a straightforward, hey, this thing is happening. We need to stop it somehow. Oh no, we're not going to be able to stop it. Oh wait, we found the secret. Here it is. Let's stop it. Boom. Redemption story from another guy. End of movie. Great. Fantastic. Round of applause. Critics can kiss my ass.
Yeah, they suck. I mean, there's not much more I agree. I can't name movies that they've missed, but yeah, it seems like there's all sorts of movies that when they do put them as, you know, some sort of fantastic, I don't know, I get bored and fall asleep in them too. So they're all over the place.
So you need to get your ass up and you need to go see some movies.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the thing I got to do is just watch the movie. So what else? Yeah. That's, I got to find a theater around here that's actually good. Or if you know anyone that can, deliver, they should put it on Disney Plus. Like get a soup. Yeah. You can pay extra and watch it through Disney Plus. Yeah.
They'll probably be doing that in a couple of years, but, let's keep on the movie theme for a second here because this one's coming from Svenson.
Hey guys, it's time for the Thinking with
Your
Dickman
I hate this
segment.
one.
Send in your questions and
$5.
we'll give you some advice. For example,
$5.
I was told that recording in a public restroom helps with sound quality, so here I am.
You weren't sick when you recorded this.
Yeah, what are you doing in here?
That's probably where I got the sickness from, though.
Maybe we'll be able to give you better advice than that homeless guy gave
recording
me.
in a toilet.
Recording in a public restroom?
Jesus Christ. All right, so we put this in Thinking with Your Dickman because, there's a little bit of a discussion we can have here. But this is from Svenson on Twitter. And he says he needs this for a discussion on the next Rich Dickman show. How far should representation in movies and TV go? Necrophiliacs, furries, etc.? Do you have any thoughts on this, Ray, before I start going off?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. You make your movie about what you want to make it about, and then you have to put the right people in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't be like, like Orange is the New Black, right? So in an all female prison, there's better be a lot more female actors in this movie. Sorry, actresses in the movie. Like do whatever you got to do. Don't worry about the representation. Don't have a formula. The formula is then everything's the same. So then nothing's entertaining. So you gotta just do what you do, mix it up, and it'll work itself out.
You're absolutely right. Like, you don't need to represent every single class of person in a movie, especially if you're doing like a historical piece, because wouldn't it be weird if you're doing like a Revolutionary War bit and all of a sudden George Washington is from Mexico? I mean, that doesn't make any sense. That's not historically accurate, but that's what we're kind of doing these days, is that we're forcing diversity in places where it shouldn't be. That's not me saying diversity is bad. Yeah, diversity is good. We learn a lot from other cultures and the mixing of people. But in art has to be from the heart. Art is from the soul. Art isn't from a socially diverse economic, or that's the words. I got drunk real quick. Socially engineered construct, right? Art is from your heart. It is from your soul. So if you're making a movie, about space pirates, and then you fill it with space pirates or people who you think would look like space pirates. But if you're making a movie about, the guy who invented the cotton gin, well, then you need to have a lot more historical representation of the people who were around at the time. If you're forcing diversity into everything, you kind of you're sacrificing your art for the sake of getting social points, at some point, yeah, are we going to have to represent the necrophiliacs and the furries? Necrophiliacs, no, because that's socially frowned upon. But the furries, they're making a strong case to be represented in things. And that's just weird. I don't know if you know anything about furries. Furries are people who like to dress up, as anthropomorphic. Yeah, that's it. Types of animals. Oh, is that your wife in the background?
Yeah.
That's very distracting. Can you tell her to get the hell out of there? What's on the back of her shirt? What does that say?
Disneyland Resort.
There's a lot going on in that shirt to say Disneyland Resort. Tell her I said hi.
I'm giving him a bath.
Oh no, you didn't say anything. Are you fighting?
Yeah. No. She was asking me a question.
What'd she ask you?
Yes.
You are fighting?
About the baby.
Oh. I'm sorry you're fighting. What are you fighting about? No, you sure?
No. How could you fight with that booty?
I wasn't looking. I was distracted by the big long letters of Disneyland in the back of her shirt.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. A lot going on back there.
Jesus, really? Bring her back in. I'm sorry, Ray. That's your wife. I'm sorry.
I could hear the baby crying too. Otherwise I would. If he was asleep right now, I'd go get her.
Do you have to go help the baby?
No, she said she'll get him. That's what she was asking me. She was asking if she wanted me to get him. The kids are still awake. It's early here. It's not too bad. Everyone's still awake.
So Svenson, representation should go as far as the movie needs it to go. All right. You don't have to force a bunch of things. And what I love about Svenson is Svenson's real, right? Svenson's like real about this. Like he knows he doesn't want to hear people crying about no opportunities when they're not, working to get those opportunities. He doesn't want anything handed to you. And Svenson's, Jesus, I drank too much too fast. Yeah, you're right. This is going to be a bad show. Representation should not go far. It should only go as far as the script needs it to go. There we go. We
do need more Svenson voicemails though. You can never have enough of those either. Just let the people be in whatever they call for in the movie. Let them be in there. Don't all of a sudden, like shoehorn in some, you got to have one from every race or something like that. Just to do it.
And that's what we're doing now.
It doesn't make sense.
If you're doing a show about a group of people, you're going to have one handicapped person. You're going to have, you're going to have an African American. You're going to have an Hispanic. You're going to have an Asian.
Some show about like the Great Wall of China.
Yeah. But all of a sudden, now you're stereotyping everybody, So like your forced diversity is making racism even worse. Just like let things be, man. Just let things be. Let things happen naturally. And then you start forcing, imagine if they did like, a biography on, I don't know, David Duke, but they made David Duke like an African American man. Like, then it's like, this doesn't make any sense. What are we doing? What the hell are we doing with this? So I don't know, man. We're very stupid right now as a culture and society. And I'm glad to see that the generation of assistant producer Chris, who is that generation after the millennials, Zennials, I don't know what they're called. No. The Gen Z? I don't know what they're called. The generation after the millennials. The millennials are kind of like, the millennials are really screwing things up right now. But
a bunch of hacks.
Yeah. But the generation coming after the millennials, assistant producer Chris's generation, they're going to fix everything. I mean, I can't wait.
What age is that supposed to be right now? Age range?
Like if you're like, 24? The 24s? Okay. The 24-year-olds?
And younger? Okay.
Yeah. Like I was born in 1980. And depending on where your metrics are, I'm Gen X or I'm a Zennial. I'm between Gen X and a millennial. I like to think I'm Gen X still because that sounds cool, but we're stuck just like not caring about shit. All right. So yeah, Svenson, thanks for that. I'm sorry. This whiskey is delicious. I'm going to pour a little bit more. Because I have a lot of slack to pick up on this episode tonight because Ray is sick. So I'm doing my best.
Zero words coming from this guy. What else we got? Oh, I think I know how I got sick. And this is also fucking stupid. So we had a cheerleading event, which it was really kind of sweet. They rented out in downtown Sacramento. They rented out the outdoor skating rink for the whole team. So we all got to go out there, but they scheduled it between 8 and 9 o'clock on a Monday. So, I mean, during the week, come on, like people work. I don't want to be doing that and then trying to get the kids home and to bed and everything. It's just late to be doing that. And not only that, it was 40 degrees outside, which I know for you, that's nothing over there. But over here, it's a lot colder. So then I think that's what happens. I got cold from there. But not only that, so then afterwards, all the kids are like, let's take pictures, right? Because they're all teenagers and younger. And so right across the street in front of the Golden One Center, which is where the Sacramento Kings play, there's Christmas trees and signs and all stuff. So they're taking pictures in front of the trees. And they're doing all sorts of cheerleading stuff where they're lifting people in the air and all that fun business. And I'm standing there going, okay, cool. Well, we've taken a few pictures. Why don't we move along? It's already getting on 9:30 now since we've taken another half an hour sitting around here. And by this time, the Kings game that was on comes out. So now there's a bazillion people walking out. And I'm like thinking, okay, first of all, we just spent an extra half an hour taking pictures. And now the Kings game's out. Now we're sitting in traffic. Like, does no one understand what happens? Like, people want to get home, get to bed. We schedule at 9 and everyone just drags their ass the whole time and prolongs everything by another 15 minutes. Yeah. I hate that stuff.
The lack of sense of urgency.
Can't have a sense of urgency.
Crazy.
Yep.
Yeah. It makes me mental. And I am, I'm hard to be with, Ray. If I'm supposed to be somewhere at 9:30, I will look up to see how long of a drive it takes and give myself an extra 5 minutes. All right. Nobody else around me understands the concept of that. So I'm forced to be late to a lot of things and it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing and I hate myself because of it. So I get you, bro. I get you. Probably shouldn't drink.
Sorry, hold on 1 second.
Uh-oh.
1 second.
So Ray's going to take care of some business here. And what am I going to do? I'm going to talk a little bit about bad drivers. All right, I'm going to go back to bad drivers. There's a lot of bad drivers out in the world today. And you think, I don't know why, right? Because you're in a machine that goes up to 100 miles an hour. I mean, for the most part, who's out there driving more than 100, right? I typically set my cruise at 72. That's another thing, cruise control. All right. Anyways, you're out there in a death machine that could kill you at any moment. And yet there are people who drive that death machine like there's no tomorrow, putting their lives, other people's lives at risk. I don't understand how that mind works. It's so easy. You drive along, you be cool, you calm down, and you let people pass or you pass people, and you just go about your business, right? You just make it nice and easy. Everybody's safe. But no, there's a bunch of idiots who just have to they're in a rush to get somewhere. They pass you like a maniac on the highway, but yet when you come to the stoplight, you're magically at the same place. You didn't get there any faster because, traffic will always even itself out. It's like water. Water always finds a way. Traffic will always even itself out. I wish Ray were here. I wouldn't be rambling so much. But people who don't know how to use cruise control, that's something else, right? I use cruise control religiously. I love it. Set my cruise at 71, 72, and off I go. I save gas mileage, and I'm cruising along. Don't have to worry about any police officers, none of that stuff. And you go up a hill. You're going up a hill, you're going 71 miles an hour. You go down a hill, you're going 71 miles an hour. There are people who will go up a hill and not realize that they're losing speed. And all of a sudden, from 70, they're down like to 65 or 60, and you're running up on their ass. It's like, oh my God, like what's happening here? I'm going to crash into this person because they don't know how to use cruise control. what I'm saying is, now that Ray's back, people should learn how to use cruise control. He's blowing his nose. There we go.
I agree. They should.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was about the world's biggest blowout with the baby there. So I put that visual visual in everybody's head.
I mean, he shit himself.
Oh, it was all over the place. That was gnarly. That was about as bad as it gets. Out the front, out the sides, out the back.
I don't know if you know about the controversy we're having with Not for Human Consumption podcast right now.
Yes.
Apparently Dylan wants to have sex with my father, which is really weird.
Yeah, that's odd.
Yeah, and Matt got off the White Claw last week, and he was on to regular beer, and he was sloppy as fuck. Yeah. And I'm just sitting here thinking, man, I'm drinking this delicious bourbon, this Eagle Rare that I was gifted for Christmas. The guy said, oh, thanks for being a good boss. Here's a gift. I was like, oh, man, that's so sweet. And I don't know if I can keep going on the show, man, because all I had for dinner tonight, Ray, was popcorn. And
that's a solid dinner.
Yeah, I was not expecting this to happen so quickly. What are we, 52 minutes in now? Jesus. Jesus Christ. Let's are you good? Let's keep moving. You ready to go?
Yeah.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen,
here we go.
It is now time to introduce this week's finalists for Dick of the Week. And here's our first nominee.
Hello, Rem. And hello, Ray. How are you guys doing? Svenson here with a nomination for Dick of the Week.
Oh,
this
nice.
week,
He's
I
so
have
nice.
a special treat for you. Silvio is back.
Ooh.
Yes.
Silvio's back. And this is why you're going to be nominated for potential Dick of the Week. There's a really long story to it. I could tell you, but I don't want to bore you. But the bottom line goes like this. As you know, he got fired from the workplace where I work at. And he got another job at another warehouse nearby. I work in this warehouse district that has like 10 or 12 warehouses. And, you know, people come and go.
You know what I could really go for right now, Ray, is like some KFC buffet. Like I would fuck up a KFC buffet right now. I am so hungry.
We took KFC to a Christmas party last week.
Oh, did you really?
We put it in, we were like, oh fuck, we forgot. So we went to KFC. I drove for the KFC while the wife was getting all the kids ready. I got like a 20 piece or whatever, put it in a couple of our dishes and took it over there. Yeah.
God,
it was gone pretty quick.
Yeah. All right. Let's hear about Silvio.
Through one of the various warehouses quite often. Anyway, one of the women that I work with has a girlfriend that she lives with that works at the same place that Silvio does.
It's fucking hot.
Silvio asked this lady out for dinner on a date. Well, come to dinner date time, and the bill came. Silvio said he forgot his wallet at home.
Oh, shit.
Or
No.
his wallet, something of the sort. So the woman had to wind up paying for the date that Silvio asked her out on. That's the reason I'm nominating him for potential Dick of the Week. Of course, this is obviously hearsay from a woman that I speak to at my place, but trust me.
I think Silvio has some.
It was hearsay from a woman.
Credible evidence.
His track record, it's probably deservedly so. Anyway, this is Svenson here. Hope you guys are doing well. Happy New Year and take care.
Svensson, let's have a chat for a second, bro. You need to tell me when you are free. I gotta get you on the show, man. I gotta get you on the show straight proper, and we need to just have a conversation.
Yes.
5 minutes, 10 minutes, the whole episode. I don't know. I don't care. Like, we record the Thursday nights, 10 p.m. Eastern time, Svensson. So if you can make that work, awesome. If you can make another time work, let me know what it is. And Ray and I, or even just me, I don't know. I don't care. We'll make it happen because I need that sweet Svenson, like live and in person.
In our lives. Yep.
Silvio, that is ridiculous, my dude. How can you forget your wallet when trying to impress a chick? Like money and good hair are like the first things you need to do to impress a lady, right? It doesn't matter anything else. I mean, if you got a big dick like me, you can't, you don't like walk around with it hanging out. You have to like wait to the appropriate time to show it. Otherwise you get arrested. So you get a flash of cheddar and the hair. Sylvia, that's messed up, bro. That's messed up. Ray, do you have thoughts on this?
I had a buddy, back when I was working at In-N-Out Burger, I had this guy that always forgot, not just his wallet, but he would say, "Oh, I forgot my debit card at home." I'm like, wait, but you have your wallet? He's like, yeah, sorry, I just left it at home, sorry. I'm like, you son of a bitch. Like, he would just do it all the time. And it's one of those times where I think that he's doing it right because he's just broke or doesn't want to pay, right? Of course. Mm-hmm. But it's one of those, like, just let us know, and that way we don't get surprised by the end of the night. Like, this happened too frequently. Maybe we should have just paid for him all the time. But yeah, he would do that all the time. Forgot my wallet.
Yeah. You ever pull any stunt like that, my man? Do you ever, like, not have them? No, you always have the cash ready to go.
Well, yeah. No, I've had, like, I don't know. There's been times where I forgot I paid for something or I don't know, whatever. But yeah, like, never intentional. You don't do that to your friends.
All right. It's a solid one, Svenson. Thank you. Let's move on. Our next one. This one's from me, actually, Ray. It's people who don't pull through gas pumps. Okay. I went to get gas on Christmas Eve of all dates. Actually, who knows? No, excuse me, on Christmas Day. On Christmas Day, I went to get gas because, God forbid my wife, fill up the tank in her car, before Christmas. But whatever. So I'm looking around and there's a gas station up the street from me. So I pulled up the number on Google and I called the guy and he answered, right? And I'm like, oh, good. You're open. And he said, I think he's like an Indian or a guy or a Pakistani guy. I don't know. I can say this because my brother-in-law is Pakistani and I told him this story. But he's like, of course I'm open. Why do you think I answer the phone? And I'm like, my man, I love you just for that. I didn't even ask. I didn't even say, hey, are you open? I said, oh, you are open. Fantastic. Of course I'm open. Why do you think I answer the phone? All right. So you get a gas pump, right? And you're supposed to pull through. Like, you got to pull to the most forward gas pump so people can line in behind you. There is a breed of people in this world who will not pull through the gas pump. They will pull to the first available gas pump, leaving the one in front of them completely open and free, like this guy on Christmas Day, creating a line of cars behind them. And I'm sitting there like, man, what are you thinking? Like, what is going through your head right now? Like, you see that there is an open pump in front of you, yet you choose to pull to the one that no one else can get to. Like, on one hand, I'm jealous of that mindset. And on the other hand, I'm like, God damn, what a dick. Like, what a dick of the week. Why wouldn't you just pull through so other people can start filling up? Are you so special that you got to have that one certain pump? And if that's the case, why don't you just wait? Why don't you come back at another time when there's nobody around? It was a busy time in the morning. People are trying to get gas on Christmas Day so they can go spend time with their shitty families. But no, you are blocking people and you are making it worse. So therefore, guy in the hat with the black truck, you're a dick of the week to me.
Yeah. What do you think goes through those people's heads? Like, that they're so oblivious. Like, are they like sitting there, they're standing there pumping the gas and off in their mind, they're like whistling or humming, standing in a field of daisies with some butterflies going by. They're just,
what's the thought process?
And meanwhile, everyone's like, get the fuck out of the way, man. It's done. Your gas is overflowing.
My whole life is like me trying not to inconvenience other people. Like, I'm just trying to stay out of the way and trying not to inconvenience anybody. So I don't understand the mentality. Like, why wouldn't you just pull through? Like, where does that come from? It's so lost on me. I have no more words for it. I just don't get it.
See, and if you at all believe in evolution, you would think that would be ingrained in people, because no matter where you are, there's people around you. We live around people. You need to understand that when you live around people, you have to be aware of them. And that's it. It's as simple as that. So you'd think that at some point, I mean, these are dumb people. Just absolutely the worst.
We live in a society, Ray. We live in a society. All right. So this one I sent to you earlier in the week.
Yeah.
From, and this has been all over the news now. From Fox 61 News, fox61.com. Woman hit 14-year-old with car because she thought teen was a Mexican. police say. In Clive, Iowa, an Iowa woman told investigators she ran down a 14-year-old girl with her car because she thought the teen was a Mexican. According to the Clive Police Department, Nicole Poole Franklin, 42, of Des Moines, has been charged with attempted murder in the December 9th incident, police said in a news release Friday. Investigators say the girl was on the sidewalk walking to an activity at Indian Hills Junior High School when Franklin spotted her and drove off the roadway to run her over. The 14-year-old suffered several injuries. Franklin allegedly left the scene without stopping to help the victim. Clive police say Franklin then went to a West Des Moines gas station and started yelling racist comments at a cashier. She was arrested there
My goodness.
and has been in the Polk County Jail since. On Friday, police say she continued to make racist statements during a jail interview and admitted to hitting the girl with the car. Along with attempted murder, Poole Franklin is charged with assault, 5th-degree theft, consumption, intoxication, and possession. Investigators say they will look into hate crime charges. Oh my God. Clive police say they have talked with the victim and her family to make sure they have support after the incident. The victim missed 1 week of school but is now back in class. The family has asked for privacy at this time. Quote, I mean, in the most energetic terms possible, that there is no place in our community or any other for this kind of hatred and violence, Clive police said in the news release. We are committed to supporting the victim and his family and working diligently with them to seek justice. So a woman ran over a 14-year-old girl with her car because she thought she was a Mexican.
I think that it'll make the litigation pretty easy here on this one. Shouldn't be tough.
Hold on. Let me throw a little wrench into the plans here. I'm thinking of this now. And I might be too drunk to finish this thought. But how much of this is fake news? Right? Like,
it almost has to be.
What's missing? What's missing here? Because women, racist women, don't go around with their cars trying to hit people who they think were Mexican. So there's a piece of this story that's missing, and I don't know what it is. Now, a later story came out that this woman tried to hit like somebody else with something. I sent that to you, but it's not in the notes here, so I can't remember it. But she was intoxicated and she was in possession of stuff. And I don't know what she was intoxicated with or what she was in possession of. All I know is that the headline says she thought the person was a Mexican and tried to hit them. I'm not defending the woman whatsoever. You don't try to hit anybody. Okay. Mexican, African American, white, Chinese, otherwise. All right. Don't hit anybody with your car because that's ridiculous. But I feel like there's a piece of the story missing. Right? Like there's something missing here, right? Right?
Yeah. Well, it just seems, like why would she pick this person? There's I have a lot of questions. Like, why did she pick this girl? Is she the only, like, I don't know what you consider Mexican. I don't know how you can tell when you're driving, like how fast you can tell someone's Mexican. Like a Mexican flag on the back of their backpack or something like that. Like, how did she know that she's Mexican?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, how did she know this while just driving? Like, it shouldn't be because she was Mexican. She either knew the person or didn't, or I don't know. Like, if she's looking for Mexicans, this wouldn't be the first time. There would be so many more, like a slew of incidents of someone running people over their car.
Now, if this article is true to itself, right, and this is the case, this woman should be thrown in jail for the rest of her life. I
absolutely.
I just feel like there's something missing here.
She's crazy, obviously crazy.
Yeah, right. There's got to be some mental illness going on, right? In which case, she would probably get a reduced sentence or whatever they do for mentally ill people. But I don't know. That's pretty dickish. That's pretty dickish, Ray. That's pretty dickish. All right.
Yeah.
So, what do we got? We have Svenson. Was Svenson nominating Silvio for forgetting his wallet on a date? We have me nominating people who don't pull through gas pumps. And we have a woman who ran over a teenager because she thought she was Mexican. Ray, I'm going to play the bumper so you get your $5, but think on this one. Okay?
All right.
After much deliberation, the incredibly handsome expert judges have come to the consensus that this week's Dick of the Week award goes to
Eagle Rare for getting me super drunk this early into the episode.
So the logical side of me wants to say people that don't pull through the pumps because that affects the most people and it's just a dick move. But what I think trumps that is that this is more dick-like, and that's Silvio. You didn't forget your wallet. You're just...
Yeah.
You can't go on a date and not take your wallet. You can't intentionally do that. Was he looking for a free meal? Grow up, man.
Like, there are shitty people in this world, like this woman who ran over the Mexican girl, and the people who don't pull through gas pumps. They're shitty people. Something happened in their upbringing that fucked them, and you know what? They need more help than they do hate, okay? Wow, that's very social justice of me, isn't it? But Silvio, forgetting his wallet on a first date with a woman or a man, it doesn't matter. Forgetting your wallet on the first date that is absolutely a dick move, because Silvio did not forget his wallet. We've heard multiple Silvio stories. Silvio did not forget the wallet. Silvio is just a cheap piece of shit and wanted to see if this chick would pay for him, which she may have. So yeah, Silvio, you're the dick of the week. Fuck
I agree.
That's right.
Piece of shit.
Holy shit, Ray. Oh, fuck. I don't know if I can get to the porn review. Oh, man, this is bad. I'm seeing double, Ray. I'm seeing fucking
nice.
double.
Dude, that's some good stuff then. Oh,
Hey,
that's nice.
folks, it's time for that wacky segment where we review porn. Because we have a psychopath listener, better known as the laughing stock of the adult film industry, who insists on sending us his ridiculous piles of trash. So without further ado, Mr. Porno Man's latest perversion.
Read it, brother.
To my fellow film lovers, the holidays are upon us, and we at Porno Man Productions like to indulge in the festivities. This week, I've got for you a sexy little number where Mr. and Mrs. Claus get down and dirty. Enjoy this one, as it will surely put you in the holiday spirit. Regards, Mr. Porno Man.
Oh, he's got a graphic in front. Okay. Okay, so there's a woman.
Oh, dear.
Oh, it's got good music.
I'm sorry I stayed up so late. I didn't mean to catch you.
Oh,
you're in
ho,
trouble.
little lady.
His beard's not even on his
Something
face.
for you deep down inside. My magic bag.
Santa has
Jesus
been hard. I really want something to suck on.
What?
I love the puns. More puns, more bad puns.
She's not wearing anything.
I'd like to ride my...
Like, her whole asshole
Does she even
is
look
out.
like an elf?
Oh, video's not. Oh, come on. Hold on a second. Video's not available at the moment.
Blue Chew
It's
can
always
now
happening.
offer you the same active
All right, hold
ingredients
on.
as Viagra and see.
Jesus Christ. Stupid ads and everything.
We can order some Viagra while we find the new.
I really want something else to suck
There
on.
we go.
It is. You know,
It's like some candy.
I'd like to ride my...
Oh, she is like full on bare ass naked.
Jim, what was that?
Getting some.
I don't know. Sounded like it came from the kitchen.
Oh my God, Jim, I'm so scared. What if it's the serial killer, the one that comes out in the middle of the night?
What?
12
Oh, he had what?
Where's
The one that comes out at 12?
out of left field?
What other one?
Oh, she's got weird nipples.
okay.
She got really weird nipples, Ray. Are you seeing this? There's like
No.
a hole in her nipples. Oh, there's another Santa.
little Erica.
I'm here with your present. Who the hell is this clown?
It's his evil
Are you
twin.
cheating on me?
No, Jim. I have no
Oh
idea.
my God, this is actually really interesting.
Well, that's not.
Is there a village of Santas we don't know
We've
about?
been seeing each other once a year.
These guys got
since we were
frosted
little
eyebrows.
You know what, pedo?
Nice.
Pedo. They just called him a dog in
Really getting his
Mexican.
role.
I warned you.
Oh, he's gonna kick his ass. Oh, he kicked him in the nuts. Oh shit!
Oh.
Holy shit! He beat the
Wow,
shit out of
mutilation.
Santa Claus.
Wow. Does that mean he becomes Santa Claus? Just
Santa Claus
the
got
movie
boxer
The Santa
shorts
Claus?
on. So he kicked Santa Claus out. Now they're ready to fuck. You know what? I'm not
Santa. I don't
I'm not
notice
into this
anything
chick.
different.
She's got pointy nipples, and her ass ain't that great. But I guess here they go. They're kissing now. So Jim, the Santa Claus, kicked the real Santa Claus's ass, so he can have sex with his lady. I don't know. Does she have nipple piercing? Oh, she got penis in her mouth. Okay. Wow.
Would you fight Santa Claus to have sex with a lady? Say the lady of your dreams. You think you could beat up Santa Claus? You think you'd take him?
Yeah, I'd kick Santa Claus' ass.
Throw a chair to the back of the head?
Listen, sex will make you do lots of crazy things, man.
People's
I
elbow?
should probably turn this down. This is getting a little graphic. Okay, so now she's performing oral fellatio on Santa Claus. Oh no, she is on top of Santa Claus, and she is riding that piece. Oh my gosh. Maybe she does have a nice ass. I don't know. Yes, I would fight Santa Claus if I needed to. I mean, I wonder, like, people who are listening to this in their car, I apologize. Mr. Porno Man doesn't really tell us what's happening in the videos. He just gives us that description that you heard Ray read.
Terrible job.
So my guess is, like these two were just, like, role-playing, but the real Santa Claus came in to deliver some gifts, and they kicked the real Santa Claus's ass because they wanted to have sex instead. I don't know, Ray, would you rather have gifts from Santa Claus, or would you rather have sex?
I want to know who is this something that's completely new? You can go and find Santa Claus and beat him up, and then you get to have sex with a woman? Is that like a thing you can do?
I don't know.
Like,
if it is, I would like to know.
Experience at a mall, maybe, or something.
I would like to know more about this. Now they're doing.
Yeah, this is very interesting. Like, what's the lore on this? What
Santa Claus is completely naked. Like he has no more clothes. He's no longer Santa Claus, and she has an interestingly
she does suspect a thing.
Interestingly shaved vagina area.
What is she have, like a symbol?
That. No, it's not a symbol.
A landing strip.
No, it's not even a landing strip. There's a lot there, but it's very neatly trimmed. I don't know. It's interesting. Oh, they're kissing. Oh my gosh.
Just a white square patch. It's a putting green.
Like what makes
tightly groomed?
What makes you qualified to be a male porn star? Like, do you just have to be able to not come in 5 minutes?
That's probably like on the resume.
Yeah,
like their top skill.
Because aside from this guy's muscles, I don't know why anybody would want to have sex with him. Right, Ray?
Yeah, I mean, because they were like, maybe because he was free.
Yeah, like this chick, like I'm not into the boobs here. Those boobs are too pancakey for me, man. So now she's bent over the bed, and he's like going to town on her. They're all sweaty. They're both very, very sweaty. He looks like he's pissed off that he hasn't come yet. You ever get like that, Ray? You ever been like having sex with your wife and like pissed off that you didn't come yet?
Nah, usually not. No, I usually,
you have 3 kids.
Yeah. Usually, I guess that would be annoying though if you were trying and you just just cut already. I want to be done already.
Like, I don't know if I could just be like a stunt dick. Could you finish? Oh my God, Mr. Porno Man, where was the pop shot? Mr. Porno Man, how dare you? How dare you do that to us? He didn't give us the whole thing. What?
Oh my goodness.
Mr. Porno Man, we need to have a conversation now, buddy. Oh my God, I didn't know I was going to go here, Ray, but now here it goes. Mr. Porno Man, listen, the most important part of any porn film is the pop shot. Like, Ray especially needs to see a man, for lack of a better word, coming on a woman.
Not splooge.
How dare you send us a clip that does not include the pop shot? What is wrong with you? Like, did the guy not finish, Mr. Porno Man? Like, did he not finish? Were you not able to complete this?
Frustrated.
Yeah. Mr. Porno Man, this is more of a reflection on you than it is on us. You did not film a pop shot for this scene. This is ridiculous. What is going on here, Mr. Porno Man? You cannot produce pornography without a pop shot, because you know what? It just tells me that it never finished. It never happened. It wasn't real. Like, that pop shot puts the exclamation point on the porn scene that I'm watching. And if it's not there, it never happened. And you're all failures. You're all fucking failures. You gave us that horrible silicone dick a couple weeks ago. I'll never forgive you for that. Right? But I can get past it. I won't forgive you, but I'll get past it. But this is unforgivable. How dare you send us a clip that does not include a pop shot, Mr. Porno Man? Oh my God, get your shit together, Mr. Porno Man. Get your shit together.
I think what happened, right, is the guy got really frustrated. So he's in there like, just pumping away. And then he's like, son of a bitch, fuck this, I'm out. And he starts storming out and they're trying to, no, get back in there. And, security and everything like that. So Mr. Porterman's like, yeah, we already spent this much effort. Yeah, we'll just cut it right there. Yeah, that's good enough.
Should have filmed that. That at least been interesting. I'd have a satisfactory conclusion to this romp of sexual,
you would at least
sexual activity. Yeah.
You need a conclusion to your sex scenes.
It's so ambiguous. They could still be fucking for all I know. I have no idea. I have no idea that this is even
so
done.
You need a whole story with yours. Okay, so that's the thing. This is very telling. You need an entire story. It has to start.
Ray, I need a beginning, I need a middle, and I need an end, and the end is the pop shot.
You need a conclusion to the story.
Yes, I need to see all that baby batter wherever, on her face preferably, but like on the stomach, on the ass, and the boobs, the legs, feet, whatever. I need to see it so I know that it's over, that it's ended with. Yeah.
Yeah. So you need you even if it's not a pop shot, so it could be, at the end they're like, you know what, hey, this isn't really working out. It's amicable.
I need some sort of resolution.
Ways, and they shake hands. And they're like, all right.
Ray, that ever happened to you where you had to be like, hey, I'm all set, baby. And then she's like, but you didn't come. It was like, that's all right. I didn't need to. It was so good. But, inside you're thinking, God damn, this is the worst fucking idea I've ever had. Why am I even here?
Yes. I did have one like that. Yeah. Yeah. Oh man. Pretty hammered one night. And this girl, I don't know how she got my number. It was like somebody I work with, but she was texting me and I was like, yeah, you can come over. But yeah, she was not really my type. And I don't know, one thing led to another, right? And then we're going at it and just kind of got to that point, where I was like, yeah, I'm done. This is, I've had enough. It's like, we can call it a night. And just, left it at that. Yeah. Been there.
Fuck.
You just let it soak in or what?
Yeah. Ray, I'm really fucking drunk right now, Ray. Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy New Year.
Best episode ever. Happy New Year.
Oh shit. I don't know.
We should do a New Year's special.
We gotta do like 12 more minutes here to get to my 90, but that doesn't include the pre-show. Okay. So I'm going to read the Jolly Prostitute. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Porterman.
Those are so funny.
Yeah. All right. So, this woman on Twitter who is an escort out of Canada, posted, some of the messages that she gets from potential clients. If you don't know what a prostitute is, or an escort, it's a woman who gets paid to have sex with you. Nothing wrong with that. Should be legal.
No, she walks around with you. She just walks around with you. Holds your arm.
Mm-hmm. So, from at Little Miss Anger 1, that's Little Miss ANGR 1. A short thread of random communications between men and a hooker, in parentheses, me. So this one here is that the mark says, what about $80? And she says, take that $80, put it in the bank, save up, then message hookers when you can afford to visit them. Yeah, that's pretty straightforward. Yeah. And this one, just asking, can we suck each other's underarms? And the answer is no. I am not willing to accommodate either end of that request. Sorry. Okay. Let's see here. And this one asks, any extras? And then she says, such as? And then he says, Kay, I understand your restrictions. Would you consider I'm white, clean, 30, and attractive? And then she says, fun fact, being 30 and white does not make you immune to STIs. So this guy's like looking for like, you're going condomless, no? We got this one. Can you come to my home? She says, no. He says, I'll pay you $500. And then she says, why would you offer $500? This sounds like a trap. $150, okay for you? And then she said, this is hilarious. So basically, being an escort online has its own difficulties, right? So if you're a high class escort,
it's an interesting crowd of people you attract, right?
Yeah, there's a bunch of people who's always looking for some type of discount, right?
Yeah, hey, I'll give you $500.
Yeah,
like that seems like a lot.
Like this guy messages her and says, "Hi, baby, do you want my virginity for free?" And then she says, I don't think you understand what a prostitute is. And then he said, it's okay, babe, for one time. And then she says, you're an idiot. Good luck. a lot of these people, you ever seen these things where like these guys, these Indian guys or like Pakistani or Indian, oh, there's your baby and your wife. Now I feel weird. And they're like, hey baby, be my girlfriend. I love you. Take good care of you.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, Ray, I'm too drunk to be looking at your wife and your baby right now. This is incredibly distracting.
Hi, Oliver.
Oh,
Hi,
man.
buddy. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Ray, your wife looks hot. I'm sorry I said that, but your wife looks hot right now.
I know. What are you doing, little guy?
Wow, you got a big boy.
Yeah.
You know, Ray, we do a really weird show.
It's the best, though.
There are no redeeming qualities to the Rich Dickman show at all.
None. Absolutely zero.
None. This is probably the worst podcast on the internet. Even worse than Not For Human Consumption. And those guys want to fuck 71-year-old men.
Yeah, that's just disgusting.
Listen, it's 2019.
They should text this prostitute instead.
Yeah, but it's 2019. You can be into whatever you want to be into, and I have to accept you for it. No problem. All right? But this show is weirder than that. I don't know what we do. Tell your wife to come. Shit, Ray, I'm sorry, Ray. I'm really sorry right now. You just want to end it right now?
It's the best. These end up being the best ones. Oh my God. Yes.
Like if we were hanging out, right now, like if I was at your place and we were just hanging out and I was this drunk, and your wife didn't have a baby in her arms, like I totally would be like talking to her right now. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm really sorry. I'm not a good person.
Nobody is.
I'm literally
this
the worst fucking person. Yeah. Fuck. Here's to you, bud.
We're all horrible. That's society.
Oh, I'm so happy you had sex at least 3 times. Like, good for you, bro. That's awesome.
Yeah. I had sex 3 times and my wife gave birth to 5 babies.
Wow.
Imagine that.
God damn. They all natural birth or are they any cesareans?
Yeah.
Really?
All natural. Yeah, dude, have you ever seen twins delivered?
No.
Probably not, right? But
did your wife give birth to twins?
They weren't mine, but yeah, when she was a surrogate, dude, and the craziest thing, like, so we had to go into an operating room because it's like a high value. They've already invested a lot of money. And apparently there's more risk with twins, right? So, which makes sense. So we got in there and the first thing they did was everyone has to put on like the little gowns and stuff like that and the masks and the hats and all that stuff. And they sat me down in a chair and it was pretty funny because the doctor came in and he's like, doing like check, like nurse. And he points at me. He's like anesthesiologist. And I was like, nope, that not me. Nope, no anesthesiologist. Which was,
you look like an anesthesiologist.
But I could pass off as one. We make jokes about it all the time that I could do it. But so after the first one pops out, the doctor goes in there and basically like spreads everything as wide as he can and goes in with like this little suction cup deal.
Jesus Christ.
3 or 4 inches, in diameter and like sucks the head of the baby and pulls it out. And there was like a crown indent on the top of the baby's head when he removed it. And I was freaking out. Like I could not handle it. I was like, what the fuck did this doctor just do to this baby's head? So that was fun. And then they took him off and I was stunned. And then there's always just, it's just blood everywhere. It was not a good scene, man.
My kids were cesarean babies. So they all got cut out and ripped open. And I remember.
Are you in the room for that or are you just?
Yeah. I'm in the room. I'm in the room for that shit, man. And I remember like this puddle of blood like inching towards me on the floor. And I'm like, should that be happening? I don't have anything on my feet. I have the whole jumpsuit and I have a mask on, but there's nothing on my feet. Like, there's blood coming at me. What do I do?
It's like the thing chasing you on the floor.
Like, I don't know. I don't know what's happening here. Fuck.
That's crazy.
So, Ray, forgive me for being so crash and crude and horrible. But they is it still tight?
Yeah, everything's still good.
You know what I love about you, Ray? Is like you fucking answered that question. Like you didn't tell me to go fuck myself. You just you answered the question.
It's so it's one of those things you guys gotta understand. Like nothing actually. It's meant to expand and contracts right back down there. It's all gravy.
I was told
good
like
in the neighborhood.
You slip the doctor an extra $20 for an extra stitch, to tighten them back up. Like is that a thing?
Oh, I had a friend that he claimed his wife went after their last child screamed at the doctor, sew me up like I'm 16 again. I don't know if that's something that
wow.
you're just like creating I don't know.
That's fucking hot. Good for her.
That's not what I was thinking, but I mean, well, I guess that's, you know what? Maybe that is hot. She's thinking about her man.
Yeah.
That's nice.
That's all I want. I want somebody to think
in
about
her
me.
time of pain. You know what? Yeah. I don't think that the sewing, I was focused on the sewing being disgusting, but I see where you're coming with that. Her mindset. She just gave birth. She's in severe pain, probably in labor for like 18 hours. And all she's thinking about is sewing her pussy up for her man so he has a tighter little,
you're gross.
entry there.
You're gross, Ray.
Wow.
Why do you have to use such horrible language?
Wow.
God, I'm going to tell you a story, but I would have to edit it out, so I'm not going to tell you it. I don't feel like editing tomorrow. All right. So, hey, everybody. For the next couple of weeks, we got some shit going on. Next week, I think we might have Isaac back. Isaac with us at N-word Jackson on Twitter, and we're going to talk some shit and have fun. And then the week after that, I don't know if you've seen this on YouTube, Ray, but there is a channel that goes and visits abandoned buildings and abandoned work sites and abandoned hotels and does research on them and everything. Bright Sun Films, Jake from Bright Sun Films, with his series Abandoned. You really should search on YouTube for Abandoned and check out all the stuff he does, because it's great. And he's willing to come on the show and visit with us. He's producing a documentary right now. But he will be available in a couple weeks. And I think after the Isaac episode, we'll have Jake from Bright Sun Films on, and I'm super excited to talk with him because my son and I love watching the Abandoned series. And Jake goes, "Hey guys, what's up, guys?" Or he goes, "What's up, guys? It's Jake here," and we do that to each other all the time. But really excited to talk to Jake from Bright Sun Films. So hopefully we can pull that together. But that would be in 2 weeks. So next week we'll be getting Isaac back. Isaac will be fun. Doesn't want to talk Warcraft, which is fine. I don't want to talk Warcraft either. But if you're from the Warcraft world,
please, we don't need to talk.
Please
about
listen
Warcraft.
please listen to my podcast. Listen, please. Dear God,
go download Triple T episodes 1 through 114.
Yeah,
a bunch of times so that I can.
There you go. Thanks,
thanks,
buddy. You're a good friend. You're a good friend for thinking that. I said all that with my eyes closed. I don't know that I'll be able to get upstairs tonight, Ray.
Yeah, you should sleep in your chair.
This
is live
a,
stream it.
This is a really bad idea. I should have had dinner.
The best podcast.
I should have had more dinner than a bag of popcorn. I should not have had 2 glasses of this delicious Eagle Rare bourbon.
Can you give me a good combination of popcorn that we could stock? Because we were going to watch a movie last night and realized we didn't have any popcorn.
What do you mean?
And part of it was like, okay, so some people like, kettle corn, or some like the movie.
Hold on. Shut up.
Or, you know what
Fuck
I mean?
you with your kettle corn bullshit. Do not, unless you're at like a fair, stay away from the kettle corn. Because, listen, Ray, are you popping your own popcorn?
You mean in a popcorn popper? No.
Yeah. No. Okay. So you do not want to pop kettle corn in a microwave bag. So stay away from kettle corn. All right. Get yourself some movie theater butter, microwave popcorn, and you'll be fine. That's delicious. But if you really want to step up your game, Ray, get yourself a popcorn popper off Amazon. Get yourself some Flavacol seasoning. All right. And get yourself some coconut oil. All right. And you pop that mofo. You pop it good on your stovetop, and it's delicious. Like popping your own popcorn, you can't beat it. You can't beat the flavor and the crunch you get when you pop your own stuff. Now, clean up, that's another story. All right. That's a pain in the ass. So I get why people just go right to the microwave. I do it myself. But I have a popcorn popper, and I have coconut oil, which is the sexiest of the oils. I just do not have any kernels at the moment, nor do I have my Flavacol. Like, you can buy Flavacol off of Amazon for like $7, and you get this big milk carton of fucking Flavacol that'll last you forever because you only use like a teaspoon at a time. I don't know. We moved. My Flavacol disappeared. Like I had a whole milk carton of Flavacol ready to go, and we moved, and it just ended up in the garbage, which pissed me off because I spent $7 on that stuff, and it was gone.
But it's only $7. Yeah.
The money's money, man.
On Amazon, $7.
I'm a cheap.
You're right.
A cheap motherfucker because you can't just spend all your money on bullshit all the time. You gotta save some of that stuff for the big stuff you want. And plus I have kids and they need that money because I will not have the poor stinky kids in school. All right, Ray? All right. My kids will be well dressed and well groomed, and I will commit to that. I don't know what I'm doing anymore, Ray.
You got it. Yep. Gotta take care of the kids. Be kind to one another.
God damn.
Merry Christmas.
I wish
Happy
Dylan
New
didn't
Year.
want to have sex with my dad. Like, that's so weird now. It's so weird to me.
It is. It is. Oh, wait. 1 hour ago, Texas man divorces wife.
What?
Svenson gave us another one.
What happened?
Svenson gave us another link here.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. There's another link on Twitter from Svenson.
Is it on the Rich Dickman Show account?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Oh, because I can't get that I can't get that on my phone. No, that's not Sen.
He did it while we were recording. I put a link right there. When you edit this, you're going to be like, wow.
New wife.
What happened?
Which one? Texas man divorced his wife without her knowing?
Yeah.
Texas man divorced his wife without her knowing and brings his new wife to court. Oh my God.
Wow.
Paul Nixon, the Texas man who divorced his wife without her knowledge. That's not all, though. Nixon came to the court hearing accompanied by his new wife. He claims that his former wife signed the papers and that their divorce was legal. She claims that he forged her signature and went out of his way to divorce her without her consent. Oh, this is too much for me tonight, Ray. This is all broken up and it's
amazing.
Oh, man, that's fucked, bro. All right.
Oh, it's a long story.
Yeah. Rise of Skywalker was a great movie. You should go see it.
Yeah, let me do that.
Don't listen to critics' reviews of anything because critics are assholes. Ray,
do you think that sometimes because they say like, oh, it's terrible, when you go in and it's better than that, it ups your perception? Same thing as if everyone's like, this is the best movie you'll ever see. And then you watch it and you're like, yeah, it's pretty good. But then you think it's really shitty.
Yeah. I don't like having my expectations hyped. I'd rather them be lowered. Low expectations is a secret to happiness. Yeah. Ray, how do we follow you
over-deliver.
and find you on Twitter and all that fun stuff?
On Twitter at Jules Winfeld. I get on there every once in a while. And Twitch sometimes twitch.tv/Jules Winfeld. What about you? How do we find you?
You can find me on Twitter at Rem Dickman. REMDICKMAM. You can find our show on Twitter at Rich Dickman Show. You can find us online, richdickman.com. Click the merch tab, get yourself a shirt. Eat the rich. Eat the rich. Show your pride for eating the rich at wherever you're going by getting an Eat the Rich t-shirt. Yeah. Let me click over those.
Pride.
Yeah. You can call our voicemail line, 860-316-4776. That's the Dickman line. You can call that. And, I never talked about Spaghetti. Spaghetti, thank you for coming on last week. Spaghetti was a great guest.
Yeah.
For such he's a very smart and intelligent young man. And Spaghetti, you were kind of an asshole on the voicemail you left for NFHC saying we were pussies because my voicemail to them came before yours did. So I was not a pussy. I totally voicemailed them myself. NFHC, go fuck yourselves. That's right. What else we got? Oh, you can follow my mother on Twitter at Rem_Mama. You can follow producer Ryan at RyanTRDS. And there's Sir Zero, who is Randy. Sir Zero with an E. That's right. I'm sorry for tonight. Ray got sick. I overcompensated. Had a bottle of Eagle Rare. And things happen. but we'll be back next week.
Got a perfect storm.
Yeah, we'll have Isaac with us. We'll talk some nonsense with Isaac, maybe, if he actually does show up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm really looking forward to having Bright Sun Films on. Jake from Bright Sun Films. That'll be fun. I hope I can pull that together. But so wish me luck.
Yeah.
We love you guys. Thank you so much for listening. We're still working on our contracts for episode 100. This is 87. I think the last memo I got was like after 90, we'll start like serious negotiations here. So you know, lawyer up, Ray. Lawyer up. Get your
before
get your
the
shit
trade
together.
deadline. Before we get traded to another podcast.
Oh man, wouldn't that be wild?
Salary
if like
cap hit.
Like you and
salary
me
cap casualty.
went over to NFHC and like Jay and Dylan came over to Rich Stickman.
Yeah.
That'd be fucking awesome. Check out NFHC, Not For Your Consumption. Check out Garbage and Gold. Check out Roast Mortem. And check out the Thought Cops. We gotta have Grant back on too. We'll get Grant back on. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
Ray, I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna wake up in a couple hours, needing to pee really bad and feeling really shitty. It's not going to be fun. It's not going to be fun tomorrow. God damn it. Fuck you, Ray, for making me do this shit. Why did you have to be sick?
Yep. Forced you into it. You're a gun to your head.
Son of a bitch. Yep. Good night.
See ya. It's literally going to go down as the best episode of all time. We're going to get rave reviews.
Fuck.
Rave reviews.
Raped reviews.
It'll on Rotten Tomatoes, the critics and the fans
And the
will be
fans.
high score.
Over 90s.
And
We'll be the one force that brings the
93
critics and the fans together.
yes, we
It's
can
our stupid show.
unite the internet.
This stupid shit with sick Ray and drunk Rem. Hey guys, welcome to episode 90 of Rich
Best
Stickman Show.
ever.
I'm fucking drunk. I don't know why I do
Already
this shit.
wasted.
Like I can't even open my eyes right now. Like I have to walk probably about 300 feet to the stairwell and then go upstairs. Man. I have to walk upstairs. I got to turn on a dishwasher. I got to turn off a bunch of lights.
It's going to be so good.
And I got to get myself I got to brush my teeth. I got to pee at some point because Christ almighty, I got to pee. I got to brush my teeth because I'm sure I smell like shit.
That's what I was doing the other day too.
And then I got to go to bed.
That's funny.
And I'm going to wake up and I'm going to feel like shit. Fuck you, Ray. Fucking asshole.
Dude, Christmas morning when I was sick, I was laying there thinking,
you're a dick.
Thinking, I don't want to go anywhere. What if I just peed myself? That kind of thing. Like, that's how bad it was. And it sounds like kind of you're in that same,
your bad wife would clean it up. I'm so sorry.
Might come.
I'm having thoughts about your wife, dude.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. God.
Yeah, that's what she's there for me.
Are you going to be mad if I said she looked hot as fuck tonight? With her hair up in a ponytail? All right. Good for you, Ray. God bless you.
You can have your opinions.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Ray.